Serve up this vegan eggs Benedict with a simple 10-minute vegan Hollandaise sauce, tempeh bacon, and a soft tofu egg. Oh, eggs Benedict. It's a special occasion favorite, and I have been working on a vegan version for a while now, so I can tell you that this combination gets closest to that rich, soft, buttery experience of the traditional.
Now I remember ordering this. It's the breakfast I always have after a night of passion.
Eggs Benedict? That's very rich.
I only have it once a year.
There are 3 elements to prepare for this recipe. The tofu eggs cook in 10 minutes, but if you can marinate them for a few hours or overnight, that's best. The tempeh bacon bakes in 20 minutes, and the 10-minute vegan Hollandaise sauce. Here's how to do it. Open up a package of medium firm tofu and drain the excess water. The key to veganizing that soft egg for me was this: medium tofu. It's softer than firm tofu, but not as soft as silken tofu, so it holds together well enough to work with, but has a texture much more similar to cooked egg whites. Slicing parallel with the short side of the block of tofu, create 4 pieces of equal width. To create a shape that is more circular or oval, round off the corners of each piece and save the discard for a tofu scramble the next morning. Carefully make a few slits in the top of the tofu so that marinade can penetrate the center more easily. Don't slice all the way to the bottom or through the sides. Transfer the tofu eggs to a shallow dish and mix up the marinade. Combine a 1/4 teaspoon kala namak or black salt for eggy flavor. Alternatively, use table salt, a 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, an 1/8 teaspoon garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon nutritional yeast. Add 1½ tablespoons water and whisk. Pour the marinade over the tofu eggs, guiding it into those slits as much as possible. Cover and refrigerate for as long as you can and even overnight. All that's left to do with those is to just pan fry them really quickly right before serving. And if you don't have time to marinate them, you can just add that marinade into the pan as they cook. It just won't be quite as flavorful that way. Now here's how to make the vegan bacon. Open up a package of smoked tempeh and cut a rectangle about the width of your English muffins. Cut that rectangle in half, creating 2 squares, and standing those squares on their sides, carefully slice them in 3. Now you have 6 square slices of tempeh, and you can slice the leftover into long, thin strips of bacon to serve on the side. You'll only need 4 of these square slices, so if you happen to get any uneven ones, then don't stress, because you can pick the best ones for serving up the Benedict. And now mix up the marinade. Combine 1/2 tablespoon olive oil, 1 tablespoon tamari or soy sauce, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon maple syrup, 1 teaspoon liquid smoke, 3/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, and a pinch of black pepper. Turn the tempeh slices in the marinade and set aside. You can let the tempeh marinate for as long as you marinate the tofu eggs, or you can just let it sit in the marinade while you preheat your oven. Bake the tempeh bacon at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Turn the pieces halfway through and baste with any leftover marinade. While the tempeh's in the oven, you can make the 10-minute vegan Hollandaise sauce. Melt 1½ tablespoons vegan butter in a small pot over low heat until it just starts to sizzle. Slowly add 2 tablespoons white all-purpose flour and whisk to combine. Cook the flour for 1 to 2 minutes. Gradually add 1 cup plant milk of choice and whisk constantly to avoid creating any clumps in the flour. Stir in a 1/4 teaspoon black salt for eggy flavor, up to an 1/8 teaspoon turmeric for color, a pinch of black pepper, 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast for richness, 1 1/4 teaspoon lemon juice, and a 1/4 teaspoon dry mustard powder. Stir until thickened about 5 minutes. Now the bacon is done, you can keep the Hollandaise sauce warm and quickly pan fry the tofu eggs. Add a drizzle of oil to a non-stick pan, remove the tofu eggs from the marinade, and fry on each side for about 5 minutes. Now let's serve it. And there you have it. So you don't get the runniness of the egg, but the softness of this medium tofu egg with the Hollandaise sauce creates a similar experience. And the tempeh bacon, although darker in color than Canadian bacon, still provides a meaty, smoky flavor. And I actually haven't used tempeh on this channel yet, so if you're unfamiliar with it, it is a soy product. So both the tofu and the tempeh provide a lot of protein to this recipe, plus fiber and a lot of great vitamins and minerals for us. And it's tasty. If I were to make this in the morning on a holiday, I could prepare the tofu eggs the day before and let them marinate all night. And I could even bake the tempeh in advance and make the Hollandaise sauce. That way, in the morning, I could just reheat the tempeh, reheat the hollandaise sauce, and quickly fry up those tofu eggs. And it's an easy morning. If all of this is making you hungry, then the recipe is linked below for you, and please subscribe for more fun vegan recipes. This recipe serves two and costs us about $11.50 Canadian, and I have a detailed price breakdown in the recipe card. But all in all, this vegan version costs us about $1 more than making a traditional Eggs Benedict. Serve it up with my crispy vegan home fries, and for less than $6 a serving, you have a pretty restaurant-worthy brunch without the restaurant price. Coming up next are some summery strawberry oatmeal bars. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to us, and we will hopefully see you in the next one. I hope I eat this more than once a year.